Yo, my peoples, what's up? Welcome to Shelf Stories, the channel that tells tales from games, books, and life. I am your host, Jason. Thank you so much for stopping by for this latest Shelf Help video, the series episodes where I share tips and tricks on how to become a happier gamer and happier person. So this is part 2 of a little mini series that I'm doing here. This is talking about my top 5 blessings. Things that are positive, things that motivate me to continue to create content. It's building on a previous video, top 5 struggles, which both of these videos are in response to a question that a listener sent to me. And the question kind of boiled down to, how do I do it? Or how does any content creator do it, kind of in a general way? So, know your blessings and know your struggles. Self-knowledge. It's a good tool for life, and it's a good tool to stay productive. So I went through my top 5 struggles, and I'd like to pair that and give it a bigger context with top 5 blessings. The blessings obviously outweigh the struggles because they have to. I wouldn't be able to do it if it was just a 50-50 split, now would I? So without further ado, let me get into top 5 blessings that I've received as a content creator. So my number 5 blessing as a content creator is being a consistent content creator gives you that forward momentum to play a lot of games. There's a hobby, and we want to say, right? I'll play games for fun, have a lot of fun. But fun is so amorphous. Fun is so it chases. Sometimes the same thing is fun on a Wednesday and not fun on a Friday, and it just kind of slips out and out. So you have to kind of be a little bit more intentional, I feel, about any hobby. And figure out why you're doing it. So for me, I love that content creation gives you this push to keep on playing games. I've been in situations where I don't want to play, but it's like, well, here comes the next video. And I was like, all right, let me go play. But then I play and I feel better. It's like working out in a way where it's like, oh, I don't want to go to the gym. And then you go to the gym and you feel better. And that's so cool. Like when that happens, and it's happened a couple of times. It happened this past year. Corona was very tough. I paused the content for a little while, a couple of months. And then, when I started to kind of push things back together, it's like, all right, let me get a couple games to the table. This is fun. Oh, wow. I want to do this again. So it's nice to kind of have that thing in my life that kind of pushes me to keep engaging. I don't just play. I try to think deeply about why this game is good, why this game is fun. Whose fun is this? It's a question I'm going to try to answer more. Whose fun is this? Who would find this fun? Do I find something fun, or is this not for me, but where is the fun in other people? It's just so good to have like a framework, questions that I can answer, and like that push to keep playing, keep engaging this hobby that has so much reward. Despite, fun kind of slipping in and out every once in a while. So my number 5, a push to stay engaged in this hobby that I loved. So my number 4 blessing as a content creator is it's an artistic outlet. I started in 2016. I called into the old Table for One podcast with Anthony Chatfield of Board Gamers Anonymous. And, I called in. I started as a reviewer, just reviewing games. We liked our dynamic. He invited me back a couple times, and that's it. And then as Table for One became Every Night is Game Night, and I became, kind of took over the show, and I realized that this could be so much more than just a review show. I could really grow here. I can grow in the conversations that I'm having. I can grow in the topics that I cover. I can not just cover game, but gaming adjacent issues. I can talk about issues seriously. Like some of my favorite early episodes were issues, games that raise issues, social issues, psychological issues, and community issues. So I used ENGN as like a creative platform, and then I realized, I can keep going. I don't have to just hold myself to a podcast. Video, playthroughs, there's all these different outlets, and I try not to kind of like funnel myself. I learned that lesson too. So like a lot of content creators, I think they get into a little bit of a trap of, well, people know me for this, so I have to keep doing this. If I branch out, how am I going to lose my audience or whatever? And I always say to that, they don't, most people don't come for the content. They come for the relationship with people. And if something is genuine and you're doing something creative, just do it. And either it'll resonate or it won't, but just don't let that stop you. Don't let your assumptions about what people want to see stop your own creativity. So I learned that, and I try to keep on reminding myself of that. And it's just been a real blessing to be able to share stuff. And now, look at me. I'm on my phone. I'm talking about mental health stuff, talking about self-reflections. I don't know who's going to listen to this, but it's something that I want to do. It's a little creative thing that I want to do. So my number 4 blessing is an artistic outlet. My number 3 blessing as a content creator is being a part of some awesome board gaming families. So I mentioned it in the last one, I linked up with Anthony and Chris. I feel like I'm a part of the Board Gamers Anonymous family. I stopped by their channel. They stopped by my channel, and it's grown since then. It's I'm part of the One Stop Co-op Shop now, and I've been friends with them for years, but now I'm an official part of that. I'm on the Dice Tower doing regular videos, and that's been such a blessing as well. Or even just like locally here in Connecticut, I don't have a game group yet, which is I wish I could put that as a blessing. But I have a lot of friends in the community who I could just, hit up anytime and, for whatever. Jen, the Board Game Librarian, Brant from the Portal Gaming Podcast, Gary from formerly of Late to the Table, and different people who go to the Portal Gaming Store. I hope that it opens soon and we get over this COVID stuff. It's nice to go places and have that friendly face waiting for you. It's nice to go online and have destinations to go where you're going to be welcomed and all that kind of thing. And, just not even like just the actual groups themselves, people like, Liz Davidson, who is my gaming bestie. Hi, Liz, if you're watching this video. And a few others that I'm just like, if I start naming them, then I'll be here all day. But you know who you are. And so I'm very, very blessed to have made all the friends that I have. So number 2, blessing as a content creator. And here I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to say the thing that people are, that the community is so worried against, but I'm just going to lean right into it. And I'm going to try to explain what I mean. And that is having partnerships with publishers. So, oh no, there it is. That's what he gets out of it. He's a shill. He wants his free games, or whoever, content creator. And it's like, okay, look, I'll level with you guys. Getting free games is awesome. Getting those shipping notifications, opening boxes, and just and not having to take money out of my family pool in order to have to pay for that. My family is so important to me, and having that ability to increase my engagement with the hobby without dipping into my family pool of money is such a blessing. It's so good, and it's a lot of fun. I'm gonna be totally and completely honest about that. I think the bigger thing for me, beside the thing that you get, is just that a publisher trusts me. A publisher recognizes me. We all want recognition. And they say, oh, wow, this person can create value for me. This person can act as a partner I've made a thing that can bring joy to people, and I want that person's help to share that joy. So the publishers that I do have relationship with, I honor every single one of them. And they're real people. They're the Frank West, the Tristan Hall, and, Dan Letzering. And there's so many people out there that they're awesome people. And I feel like really happy to be able to help them. So it opens you up, right? I mean, that's the part where that struggle comes in. That's the part where that struggle comes in because you have the relationship with publishers, can you be trusted? And you get that negative feedback from the community. There's a way through that for me, and it's my number 1 blessing. So let me go ahead and get to that number 1 blessing right now. And my number 1 blessing as a content creator, you watching this video was a blessing. Every piece of feedback, every comment on a video, every mention on a Discord chat or Slack chat or whatever it is, every like of a video, every subscription to the channel. I was saying before in the struggles video that my biggest struggle is, the numbers, the resonance, the reach isn't, could be more, right? But that's quantity. I think the biggest blessing is that the quality of feedback. And I guess I'm ending where I began on this score, where someone sent a long message saying my content is meaningful, and that's not the only one. I've gotten a couple, and just like my number 3 being welcome into the community, that's into gaming communities, that's very meaningful. It all kind of wraps up in this one, like, just feedback, validation. Like, we all want it as human beings. It's natural for us to want that, to resonate with something outside of ourselves. The meaning of life is to get beyond yourself. I truly feel that way. And content creation lets me do that. And not only do I get outside myself, I find resonance, quality, meaningful resonance on the other side. But I just want to keep it growing from there. And this is my answer to anybody who says that partnering with publishers is like corrupting and, you're in it for the free games and all that kind of stuff. This is what I say. Without the community resonance, it doesn't mean a thing. Without community trust, it doesn't mean a thing. I have motivations and biases, all these things that are tempting me to like, oh, well, let me, push this game. But that is overwhelmed by my desire to keep my trust and keep my relationship with people. I am so much more motivated to be as honest as I can, even as I'm presenting a game in the best light, because, at the end of the day, I want people to find their fun, and I want people to find genuine fun. I don't want to sell them a lemon. Get out of here. It's nonsense. This is why I do this. This is why I do this. If I had all the money in the world, I'd just buy the games and share them. I would still do the same thing. I don't. So it's nice to be able to not dip into my family pot in order to sustain this hobby. But that's not why I do it. I do it to stay connected to community. It's the community that keeps me honest, and it's the community that gives me blessings and joy. So thank you so much for watching, listening, downloading, all that kind of stuff. Thank you for the feedback, and thank you. I have all sorts of thanks. And honestly, I wanted to kind of like, that's really why I made the video. I want to start the new year off right. I want to start the new year off on a positive note. Keeping stock of the struggles, but just putting it out there that at the end of the day, it's all good. It's all positive. Thank you so much for watching. Please go ahead, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Quality is good, but I'll take the quantity too. Why not both? So this is Jason reminding you, if you can change your mind, you can change the world. So until next time, later everybody.